The second hand crawled across the wall clock. Then everything happened at once. A door concealed in the courtroom's wood paneling swung open. A security officer pushed my client in on a wheelchair. As he was rolled in from the dark hallway, Tony blinked rapidly under the bright, overhead lights. Handcuffs that secured him to the frame dangled from his bony wrists as he leaned forward to knuckle horn rims back up his nose. When he searched for me, he whipped his head around as if to shift his bangs out of his eyes, but his hair had been shorn. It was barely long enough now to cover the scar from the jailhouse beating. I gave Tony a nod, then touched Granny O'Shaughnessy's string of pearls at my throat, my good luck talisman. "You're as smart as any of them," she used to say, "and smarter than most." The guard locked the chair wheels, unlocked Tony's cuffs, and helped him to stand. Tony braced his hands against the council table as he shuffled into position before his chair. The guard stashed the wheelchair in a closet hidden in the paneling, then struck a stance a few feet away, easily within reaching distance, as if Tony, in his present condition, was any kind of threat. I held the chair steady as Tony lowered himself and noticed the scar beneath his eye looked inflamed. When he reached for water, he miscalculated the distance, upsetting the half-filled glass. I caught it just in time and offered it to him. He grasped it with both hands and took a sip. The liquid rippled in his trembling grasp. He carefully set the glass down. I squeezed his hand. "Breathe. You'll pass out if you don't." In the next few minutes, the world would shift on its axis for all those involved in the case. Tony would spend his life in prison or go free. The victim's widow, who had sobbed through most of the trial, would see justice done, as she believed it to be, or feel twice cheated, first by the murder, then again by the system. The assistant district attorney's win-loss record tilted in the balance. An old glory hound once told me that if you want to own the wins, you gotta own the losses, too. It's the difference between being attached to the outcome and doing the next right thing, he said. I wasn't so zen. I wanted to win this case, badly. Not just for me, but because I was certain my client was innocent. If I lost, he would most likely die in prison, sooner rather than later.